Hey, yo, it's day 38, and the theme for today was out with the old, in with the new, or destroy, rebuild. And I'll tell you why. We got a new car today. I mean, it's new to us. It's not brand new, but it's pretty damn new. But that's not the point. The thing is, there was an event in my life today, so I was going to center the content around it, like I do. That's one of the things that you'll see on this channel. The more you watch, the more detail you'll start to pick up on. I'm not saying it's Twin Peaks. I'm just saying that if you pay attention to the details, you'll notice things. But anyway, I was like, okay, so the theme for today will be out with the old, in with the new. Destroy, rebuild. How do I explain that to people? So I've been kind of racking my brain about it. Like, how do I bring value to you, the viewer, my homie that I ain't met yet, you know? And I, 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 I realized that it's kind of a personal thing, at least how I do it, because I make stuff all the time that may or may not get used, you know, and I get rid of it. I've I've probably scrapped just as many songs and beats that I've put out, you know, easy. But I guess my point is you eventually develop a, how do I word this? You don't get so attached to things, you know what I mean? It's easier to let them go. Giving away music for free. You know, that's something that everybody is used to, but in a way it's giving up part of yourself, you know what I mean? And you're not getting anything in return for it. So it's, you're giving it away, you know? I mean, there's all kinds of different examples where you get rid of one thing to welcome in something else, you know? But that was basically the whole theme. You're getting a little behind the scenes here, a little glimpse into my thought process, because I didn't really have anything else for you today. And I guess that's also kind of the point. Because sometimes, like I've said before, again, if you pay attention to the details, just a second, you'll notice things. And then a world is created before your eyes. Again, if you pay attention to the details, more gets revealed. Is value being created right now? Well, that's in the eye of the beholder. But if you pay attention to the, I'm not going to keep going. I'm not going to keep going. But the thing is, all the YouTube guru people, they tell you just get on here and post every day, and eventually it'll start to make sense. And sure enough, that hat, I didn't do a logo. Okay, just making sure I'm not revealing any logos here, because I got to be mindful of that, you know. But anyway, sure enough, you just keep posting like every day, and things start to reveal themselves. Like, I already knew what I was doing. I had an idea what I was doing, but little details, little nuances start to reveal themselves the more you get into it. You know, it's kind of like how you get a new vehicle. At first, you're like, "How do I turn this fucking thing on?" You know, like me, I'm old. Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, I don't. It's a whole nother video. But anyway, I'm used to like actual physical keys going in ignitions and turning them. Well, this one doesn't do that. But instead of doing like other people might do and just go, "Well, I can't deal with this. This is just too much." Like, no, you just pause, figure out how to do it, because the information's there. We live in a world of abundance. Again, that's a whole nother video. But out with the old, in with the new. Taking the old things, turning them into something else. And that's transmutation. I've talked about that before too. I know it just seems like I'm rambling, and sometimes I do, to be honest with you. But there is a method to the madness. Again, details. But yeah, man, it's Saturday, and my whole day was built around doing that one thing. And I knew I had to do this too. But my day was sort of taken over by the other thing. So maybe that's why this sort of got pushed to the side. Or maybe, just maybe, it worked out exactly the way that it needed to. Hang on. Now that one, I like that one. Don't you like that? Don't that one feel good? That one feels good to me. I like that one. So maybe that's the one I'm going to go with. And maybe that's how life works. I don't know. I mean, we're just hanging out having a beer, right? But I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave you with one last thing in regard to out with the old, in with the new, and just, raising the earth, that sort of thing. My laptop is, it's pretty old. It's about as old as the car we just got rid of, as a matter of fact. And I thought that I was going to have to get rid of it too. Because, I don't know if you're aware of this. You probably are. Because I'm behind. You probably know way more than I do. But anyway, Windows computers are going to kind of turn into a brick, unless they use the current operating system. And your boy's doing all right financially, but I'm not trying to spend money on that because I'm not feeling it. If I ain't feeling it, I can't do it. But so I'm going to go back to Linux eventually. And I use LMS anyway. But my old computer, Frankencomp, I had folder after folder after folder of beats. And I could only bring so many with me. You know what I mean? So stuff had to go. Had to get rid of the old and get the new in there. And sometimes that really sucks. Sometimes it really hurts. But sometimes you go scrolling through your files and you go, Al Green sample. Fuck is that? Click. Oh man, this is so old. I don't even have some of these VSTs anymore. Wait a minute. This sounds good though. Recreate it. Out with the old, in with the new. It's rambly, but it'll make sense one